So Anthony, Josh had quite a bit to say about if you don't make weight, and he had some interesting things to say about that. Is that gonna be an issue for this fight?
No, I'm not worried about what Josh has to say. He's gonna say what he wants to say, and do what he want to do. My weight is fine. I'm 180 right now. So, what's the big talk about?
You tired of answering that question, or is it fair?
Nah, it's fair. It's fair to anybody who wants to ask it. I missed weight last time, and last time I missed weight was 2 years ago when I fought Rich Clementi. And you know, people have the ups and downs, and you know, um, things happen for a reason. And like I said in my other interviews, I didn't make it last time. I didn't get the bonus check. When one door closes, another one opens. So this is the time that the door is opening for me again. So I feel great. I'm happy. You know, I'm just ready to fight.
Was that your motivation for getting back so quickly? The fact that you wanted to get that out of people's mind, or would you take this fight regardless?
I would have took this fight regardless. I told my agent as soon as I got through with the fight with Yoshida, I said, man, if anything happens to anybody and they need a 170 pounder to replace that person, give me a call because I'll be ready. I mean, why wouldn't I be ready? I didn't get injured at all during my last fight with Yoshida. So I took, Sunday and Monday off. And Tuesday I was back in the gym doing what I needed to do to stay in shape and stay ready. So I'm here and I'm ready. So we'll see what happens Saturday.
Fans have been calling for you to get a title shot at some point. You've always said, I'm just taking it one fight at a time, I'm patient, whatever. But this is a high-level fight. If you get this win, do you start thinking, maybe I am in that mix?
Still taking one fight at a time, If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm not thinking about a title fight right now. My only concentration and focus on is Josh Koscheck. Mike Swig, Thiago Alves, GSP. Those guys are going to come one day. So when they come, I'll have to be ready for them too. But right now, I got to keep my eyes on Josh Koscheck and be ready for him.
Can you talk about the times you trained with Josh in the American Kickboxing Academy? What did you learn from those times?
I learned you got to be tough to go to that gym. They have a lot of hardcore guys there. And but I only stayed there like a week, something like that. I trained there a little bit, and it was a good experience because I had just signed with UFC, and that was right after my Chad Reiner fight. So to actually be in a gym with the caliber of guys that they have was an honor. They have a great team, and training with Josh was tremendous. It was 2 years ago, but I still remember it. You know, he's improved, I've improved. And what more can you ask for when you got two guys that have improved and want to be the best?
Can you talk about trying to make weight? What happened that morning? I've heard some people saw different things, and you were obviously very weak. And can you talk about just how that morning went?
Well, I got up that morning and went and tried to run. My legs were completely dead from the night before cutting all of that weight. And I got in the sauna, and it was coming off. The weight was actually coming off. I was sweating like a dog, and I just think if I would have had another day, I would have made weight. You know what I mean? But I didn't have a day, and I started, a day too late. That's what I say. So I really don't have any excuses. Forget the injury and forget everything else. I just should have made weight, plain and simple.
Josh says that because you fight so heavy, you spend too much time cutting weight and not enough time training. How do you respond to that?
Josh don't know my schedule. He don't know what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can go by word of mouth, but that's what everybody goes by.
Well, he says he did in wrestling. He used to walk around a lot, heavier like you do, and then he cut down a lot of weight. And he said he knows this from experience.
Well, that's his experience. He ain't me. His body is his body, and my body is my body. Me and him have two different type of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
He's 5'8", whatever he is. I'm 6'2". I'm leaner than he is, and he's fatter than me. But he's still a fit guy. You know what I mean? I shouldn't even say fatter than me, but we just have two totally different body types. You know what I mean? So everybody's different, and when I'm doing cardio, I do cardio. I got a schedule. I know what I need to do. So he might be speaking on his experience, but he ain't speaking on my experience. So he talking for himself, not me.
Mm-hmm.
He seems very confident, almost like he thinks it's going to be an easy fight. I mean, what do you think about
that?
That's
every fighter. That's every fighter. We think we're going to go in there and win. I'm glad he's like that. Because if he wasn't like that, it'd be a boring fight. You wouldn't be doing this interview right now if you thought it would be a boring fight. So I think it's going to be, it could be fight of the year. It can be the best fight we've seen in a while. So I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. So, I mean, let him be confident. I'm glad that's what I want him to be. You know, he's a man. Every man is confident in himself. So, I mean, if he was all timid and stuff like that, then I probably wouldn't want to fight him because he just don't want to get in and do what we do best. But he does, and I respect him for that.
He said the same thing about potentially being an explosive fight of the night type of thing. And would you be surprised if he kind of stood there and traded with you, though?
Yeah, I would be surprised. You know, but Josh has been getting some good knockouts lately. And, you know, when you get knockouts like he's been getting, you know, and you want to stay that way because the fans love it, you know, and that's how you get paid. You get paid by knocking people out. You don't get paid by laying on top of each other. You know, that don't get the bills paid, you know, unless that's just who you are, unless you're a Gracie. Then you're making crazy money. Whenever you see a Gracie that has good stand-up, then you're in trouble. You know, until then, you know, you're going to see these knockouts. And Josh is a good striker. His right hand is deadly. I know it, and I haven't even been hit by it yet. You know, just looking at Frank Trigg, looking at Yoshida, you know, just he throws it. And when he throws it, it's like an overhand right, and it's like a fastball just coming at you 110 miles an hour, you know. So he's good. His jab is good. His right hand is good. His takedowns are good. Josh is just good, man. You know, I don't have anything bad to say about the guy, but he's good, you know. So we'll see how good he is Saturday, and we'll see how good I am Saturday, you know. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's a challenge for both of us.
Was the quick turnaround a challenge for you at all? Being fighting just a month ago and starting again?
No.
Just back-to-back training camps, I think, would be
No.
more so than the 44 seconds or whatever it was.
No. No.
How did you switch things around? I mean, it's a quick turnaround, so obviously you were lower. What did you do when you got the call to fight?
When did you find out that you were gonna fight him?
I found out the call. Like I said, I went back in the gym Tuesday, and Thursday, I got the call. So my training camp was fairly easy because I was already in good shape, and you know, I was already at a good peak as far as training and fighting. And only thing I really had to work on was my distance, my takedown defense, striking. You know, which I do every fight. You know, so my game really is still rumble time. You know what I mean? Is go out there and do what I do, and keep it exciting, but be smart about it. Don't go out there and try and be exciting. I ain't trying to be like Anderson Silva, keep my hands down like he did with Rich Franklin and ducking and dodging. You know, that's not me. You know, I just go out there and do me. You know, and nobody fights like me.
Right.
So that's what makes me me.
You think straight punches are going to win this fight? Obviously, wings that
We'll
fall.
know. We'll see Saturday. We'll see Saturday. I ain't finna give you all of my secrets.
You say you're taking